Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
All right, so today, box office-wise, let's talk about how close we are with Avengers Endgame, okay? And again, you have to understand that this movie is not making $1 million a day, okay? So if this seems like we're saying the same number every day, it's a difference or a variation of 100,000 or 300,000 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So just to explain this, it actually did okay. It made 437,462 on Tuesday, okay? So where does that leave us? And again, the main number didn't change. So it's like 2 billion. Let me screen share it because, people don't want to hear me say the number. They'd rather me show it. So right now you have 2,781,000,000, but it's 982,613. So it's almost 2,782. Okay.
That far away.
Yes, it has to do 2,788. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically still, it's like 6 million away.
Yeah.
6 million. 6 million. It's just so close. Oh, a little over 6 million. Okay. Tomorrow it will be like 5.5, whatever. So again, we are so ridiculously close. And if it could generate, let's say, 500,000 a day,
that would be awesome.
Next week we will beat Avatar. So again, it's hanging on. People are not eliminating it from the theaters.
No.
And they're
whether it's doing well or they just wanted to have it beat Avatar, we'll never know. But
I look, as long as it's selling tickets, people are not going to eliminate it from there. But again, it's still doing better than
it comes out on DVD when and Blu-ray.
I believe in August, so we still got time.
Okay, what they're probably doing is they're trying to hold off till maybe a week before it goes to DVD and Blu-ray, and then they'll pull it.
Well, and listen, in the cases of how that's always worked, right? It's been on DVD and Blu-ray and everything, and it's still in the theaters for a week or two after that. So we shall see.
Well, okay, then they'll probably keep it there for 2 weeks at best.
Right, but we're so close. So Spider-Man Far From Home stands at 858 million. So we're very close for Spider-Man Far From Home becoming the first $1 billion Spider-Man movie. Okay, by next week. All right, and maybe
probably
the weekend,
Tuesday or Wednesday.
The weekend maybe, because we don't know what the foreign markets are going to be. But Toy Story is at 781. Okay, I was hoping that it was going to make $1 billion. It's still may, depending, unless Lion King knocks it out. But here's the thing that I was saying over and over again: weren't we talking about they need to have a secret meeting with Disney? That Disney hurts Disney
themselves. They hurt themselves every single time.
So if Lion King didn't come out and Toy Story was okay the way it was, it would be generating $1 billion like in a week or two. But now that you decided you want to be on top of each other, you hurt yourself. So Lion King takes money away from Toy Story. Lion King takes money away from Spider-Man, which is also part Disney.
Yeah.
And you're hurting yourself because somebody doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to scheduling. Okay? You're putting them too close together.
They're still in a competitive field towards each other.
But you bought these characters for billions of dollars. You space it out, bigger margins. Okay? I think Pixar is probably pissed off that they know that could have been $1 billion already. Yeah. But
like I said, I still think in some way, shape, and form, Disney looks at Pixar as a competitor. So that's why they put these things
but that's
out.
their movie. No, but Pixar's their movie. That's their.
I know, but
they
still,
have their
they
contract
used to
with
be
them.
competitors, and like I said, that's what it feels like sometimes. There are some people in there think like they know they're a joint company, but
they don't really care what it makes.
You've got your Pixar movies, you got your Disney movies.
So in other words, they want it to be a profitable.
Unconsciously.
They want it to be a profitable, but get the hell out of the way because we have a Disney.
Exactly.
You're not mainly Disney, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so here's the thing too. I'm
they're
sure
they're like the step kids of Disney.
And I'm sure that Spider-Man Far From Home's not happy either because, again, you have a Disney property messing with a Disney property. That's connected with Sony, but still. This is ridiculous. Lion King doesn't belong out now. Should have been out in August.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You're interfering now. So what's going to happen is, and I'm going to laugh, we're going to see stories evolve in September on how Disney had a big meeting, and from now on, they're going to distance themselves by 2 months, and they're not going to put shit on each other anymore. Okay? Again, like...
it's going to screw their own scheduling up, but would you rather have your scheduling screwed up or your box or your bank account screwed up?
Well, this is one of two possibilities going to happen. One, Lion King's going to be number one, and it's going to hurt every movie there is. Or two, Lion King's not going to be number one, and it's going to be hurt by its own other Disney properties.
Yeah.
So you still need to have this meeting, Disney, and you need to reassure, like Pixar and Sony, and you have to have this big thing, even Star Wars, like Lucasfilm, on how you cannot hurt yourself anymore. Toy Story would have been $1 billion, as long as this freaking movie doesn't come out. Lion King. You're interfering with that. And now if that comes up short...
You're interfering with your own profits by putting a movie out too close to each other.
Yeah, but the thing with Spider-Man and Endgame, Spider-Man helps Endgame because it's connected to the face.
Yeah.
That's different. But, again, Toy Story, would hurt Endgame, and Lion King would hurt Toy Story and Spider-Man would hurt, you know what I'm saying? This is it's ridiculous. So you have to, I don't know if you're going to fire people or what, but you need...
This is not a firing offense. This is pretty much a deal where they do have to go in.
Listen, if it's costing the company hundreds of millions of dollars, yeah, it is a firing offense because the thing is, who the hell makes these damn schedules to be on top of each other like that? Who's the idiot that does that? I gotta tell you right now, I had a movie coming out from Disney, right? But say Disney didn't own it. If I was put movies out of my stuff in Disney, I would want to make sure that a Star Wars movie is not coming out when my movie's coming out, or a Marvel movie, or an animated thing. And if I get beat by other movie companies, that's different. But not
when it's in-house beaten,
right. It's stupid.
Like I said, I still think unconsciously, they still think they look at Pixar as being a competition to them. Whether it's an in-house competition or they used to be separate, they still, in some way, shape, and form, look at Pixar.
That's some idiots because it's their label, Disney's label. Disney makes that money.
I know, but still, they're an ulterior.
Because they have egos. People have egos in the company, and they sabotage their own shit. Basically. The only thing I'm going to say is that I think that they rushed out the Lion King. I think it looks like shit. I don't think it should have been completely realistic like that because it looks funny when they're trying to sing.
But was that genuine singing, or was that just somebody singing a song to it?
No, these were genuine. Listen, the thing was, you got them was it Christian Glover, Not Christian Glover. Is it what the fuck? Who's Donald Glover? Who's the guy the singer?
I'm looking that up right now.
The Glover. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Lion King. Glover.
Yeah. Okay. IMDb. Okay. 2019. We got.
All right. So it's basically. It's Donald Glover. I got it. Donald Glover is singing with Seth Rogen and whatever the
Yeah.
Let me just get them. It's Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, and Billy Eichner, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is that, again, you shouldn't have made them look completely realistic because realistically, lions don't sing. So you common effing sense, Disney. Really? You don't have real like lions sing, so you can't make them look realistic. That's so effing stupid. Who the hell came up with that? So that very dance number, that very song, right, makes the movie fail. Like every song there is, because they look ridiculous singing. So you should have did an live action / mixture CGI animated, like a little bit. You can't make them look exactly like lions.
No, you can't.
I need to tell you this? Not really. Who the hell am I? I'm a YouTuber. But, like, give me a break. So this is what they do. It's like, you know how things look good on paper?
Yeah, sounds good in idea, but when you try to implement it, it doesn't work the way you want it. Yep.
This is going to be fantastic. They're going to look realistic. And then when you make them sing, it looks like you look like a bunch of idiots as a company. And I don't care if you get Beyonce, and I don't care if you get all the biggest people in the damn world. They look friggin' ridiculous.
It works. It worked with the cartoon. It doesn't work with live action.
There's no way that they could even hold a candle or fit into their shoes of the animated one.
Yeah.
It sounds like shit. It does, though. And who the hell? Listen, who the hell asked you to do like I know they want to do nuances and they want to growl and they want to do weird shit to Hakuna Matata, but when you're hearing it, you're like, that's not ew. You know, it's like
you're used to the original.
Why couldn't you get the original Timon and Pumbaa? Like, that's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you get them to sing it? What's wrong? What's the big deal? Why couldn't you do that?
They want to add their own twist to it.
But you got James Earl Jones. Like, are you kidding?
But yet, when people think of James Earl Jones, they think of him as that.
But when you
but yet, they wanted their own twist on The Lion King, just like they did their own twist on Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, yeah.
But first of all, and again, I didn't see Beauty and the Beast, but from whatever I've seen of it, like different things, that was like supposedly everybody loved it. It was excellent. There was no
because it was made to fit that genre, where singing with animals doesn't.
Now Aladdin, I guess Will Smith was amazing in Aladdin, and it was so amazing, and the dance numbers that people forgot that Jafar sucked ass.
Yeah,
and they just let it go that the main villain actor sucked.
So when they do the sequel, they're either going to have to get another Jafar or another villain.
I mean, look, it's not the guy's fault. It's just whoever
decided. The way they did the voice.
Casting. Casting. No voice. It's live action. So it's like Aladdin. The guy that's played Jafar, they should have got some other actor to play Jafar. Somebody older too. He looks like somebody that works at Bath and Body Works or some shit. It's like, come on, or whatever.
Pretty much got a young person and powdered their hair.
Looks like somebody in the Macy's department. Whatever. It's like, come on. I mean, come on. He doesn't look like he looks menacing. He looks like he's ready to
Yes.
spray fragrance in my face and see if I smell it. So,
yeah,
right,
you get as far as possible from.
Like, if somebody went to me and like, you're gonna get the lamp, or I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna laugh in somebody's effing face if they talk to me with that soft-spoken voice as a threat. You know what I'm saying?
Get as far as possible from me, dude.
I mean, maybe you're trying to do like a Bond villain, where the Bond villain's so powerful and he talks soft-spoken, like like I'm gonna get you, like and whatever. But like, see that, like with Skyfall, that was funny. The villain was like just soft-spoken, but he used to be a former MI6 agent, and he was cool about it, So he didn't look menacing, but he was really good. But like in this sense, I had to throw James Bond in there, but we're doing James Bond cast tomorrow. But this guy Jafar is terrible casting, terrible. It doesn't work, So anyway, let's move on. So let's go to box office continuation. Crawl, it made $22 million.
So it crawled into its spot.
It crawled right past its budget. It did okay. Aladdin has in 963 on its way to being $1 billion. Okay, very close. Stuber is 13 million.
So it's pretty much making you feel like you're stupid.
No, I don't know what the budget is, so I don't know if it's a success or a failure or what. Yesterday, 70 million. That's still.
I still gotta see that.
I want to see that too. Annabelle Comes Home.
Good movie.
I
hope I didn't offend that woman, which we did in Topic Wonders.
Yeah. 176 million. You know what? I'm glad, because I was worried that was going to get wrecked. Annabelle Comes Home. Annabelle Comes Home. Annabelle Comes Home. I thought it was going to get wrecked.
It was good. It was good.
So I was glad that Avengers Endgame didn't kill it. Secret Life of Pets 2, 271. Again, you know what? Maybe the movie will get close to 300 million. But this has got to go tell these people, look, just because it made $1 billion doesn't mean it's always going to make $1 billion.
That's the problem I have with a lot of remakes. Just because a movie makes X amount of bucks, to me, unless there's more to do for the movie, don't make a sequel just to make a sequel because it made bucks. That really annoys me.
Midsummer, again, I don't know what the budget is, but it's made about almost 20 million. And again, I can't tell if it's a success or not because I don't know what it spent. Another Men in Black. This is what I want to talk about. Men in Black International, right?
Yeah.
It's at 244. Okay, so again, like I said, it's probably going to reach. I don't even know if it's going to reach 250. It might. But again, it's not. It didn't. It did okay.
It was a decent movie.
That's
all I can tell you. It was a decent movie.
I got to see it for myself. I can't really. That's the whole thing. Is if I didn't see it, I gotta see it before I could really judge it. Which, again, hopefully things change and I can.
Sadly, all I'm gonna say is it's very predictable. On top of that, so
yeah. So before I was just pondering, again, there's a big mystery in the Spider-Man comics. We're going to talk about comics briefly, about the Kindred villain that calls Spider-Man Pete, meaning that he has some connection to Peter Parker, he knows about the secret, and it's somebody that probably was close to Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And I was going through the rogues list, and for now I have no idea who this person's going to be. I was like, well, maybe it's Harry. Harry Osborn's alive. Can't be Harry. Maybe it's the other Goblin thing. No, it's somebody. It's not going to be somebody. It's going to be somebody that we are not paying attention to. Could it be
a friend of his?
I don't think it's a friend. I think it's a villain, but knew his identity. Because a friend wouldn't go to hell unless they're evil. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you even say that.
Maybe that's the twist. He's actually a friend, but who lost contact with Peter at some point in time, and then.
But he's a villain. He kills people. That's not.
Still,
I don't know. I have no idea. And literally I know tons of Spider-Man villains, and I'm like, well, who the hell died that far back that hasn't been back before? That when Mysterio killed himself, this guy was already in hell. It's got to be. It's not just going to be a regular villain. It's somebody that knew his secret. And the only thing I say is that the guy, for some reason, reminds me of Dr. Octopus's body that was decrepit when they did the body swap thing. And the centipedes remind me of the Dr. Octopus arms. Like it just reminds me of Dr. Octopus. And the only thing that just nerves me is the fact that Dr. Octopus died twice, right? Now, the first time he died, he was killed by a clone king, the Mark of King. And then he was brought back to life by the Hand for some reason. And his memories of Spider-Man and Peter Parker were gone. And then the second time he died was when, he relinquished control of his body, Peter Parker's body, to Spider-Man because the Green Goblin basically told him, you're not superior because I'm Spider-Man's main villain. You've always been number 2. And even as Spider-Man, you suck ass. So I basically am going to destroy New York. So, cut the bullshit and give up. So basically, in his own ego, rather than have the Green Goblin win, he admitted defeat and he let Peter Parker control his body and he erased himself from the body, right?
Yeah.
Now, he actually died, right? But then we had a thing that in issue 32, before this happened, he got sent to the future. They did the Spider-Verse thing. He found out he was going to lose in the future and die. And he did something where he planned this thing where his memories and his things would be copied and like 100 days after it comes back to the present. So in other words, when he did come back, everything was imprinted on this robot. And it wasn't really, I guess, his soul. So my thing is, could it be that this is really Dr. Octopus? And the Dr. Octopus, that Superior Spider-Man, is just a copy. Because in the end,
do you think that would be overkill though?
Well, see, the thing is that if they did this, then you could actually have if he came back to life, you could have Dr. Octopus with the arms again.
Yeah.
That people are pissed that they don't have that anymore. And you could have Superior. Both. Like 2 Doc Ocks. The only thing is, because when Peter Parker, when he couldn't, supposedly when he couldn't reverse it and he actually died, somehow, I don't know, here's the thing, I don't know, maybe Doctor Strange helped this, we don't know about it, but somehow his spirit, when he left Dr. Octopus's body, Peter Parker's spirit inhabited his actual body with Dr. Octopus. So it looked like he was a ghost.
Yeah.
But it was actually his spirit. That's the way it was explained. His astral form, like Doctor Strange, like astral form. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that, they never said that Dr. Octopus's actual spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's Otto Octavius for real, though. That's the only thing I can think of. It wouldn't be impactful.
Could it be one of his previous clones, Peter's clones?
Can't be Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider's alive. It can't be Kane. Kane's alive. Spider Side, no. Spider Side sucks. It's not like he's a. It could be the Jackal, like the actual Miles Warren died and went to hell. And then all these Miles Warrens we see were actually clones. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Could he even be playing with Peter?
No, he's somebody that he knows. Well, here's the thing. We say he's a villain, right? But he refused to kill Mary Jane. So that takes on a whole new
animal. If he's going to refuse to kill Mary Jane, that tells me he's
close.
He's that close. Maybe an alternate. Maybe like I said, another clone of that.
No, I don't think it's a clone. Because here's the thing, right? He's like, I may be your villain, but I would never kill her or something like that. Whatever the fuck that means, or some shit. Like, I'm paraphrasing. So it's a villain that has, even though he was a demon in hell, has morals. It's weird. It's just so friggin' weird that.
Damn those morals.
No, but it's so weird that he's not the villain that would kill Mary Jane. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea who it is. Norman Osborn's alive. Harry Osborn's alive. And then they made a mess, too, because they tried to retcon. Well, here's the thing. All these writers are not on the same page. So when Marvel wants to retcon something, you have to tell all the writers about it, because sometimes they'll go against the retcon. So people wanted to retcon that Norman Osborn had another son. Because they said that people don't fucking like that shit, that he had a son and a daughter, and that they would the
was
kids.
Was that the Gwen Stacy thing?
Right. So, like, people wanted that erased. That was just a dream of him and never happened. It's all bullshit, right? And you could explain it that it was just a dream. The whole storyline's just a dream, right? But then they did something where they brought the characters back in another book that I wasn't aware of, when they were doing that Dark Avengers thing, and he's trying to be fucking whatever the fuck he was trying to be, like, run for office, whatever the fuck he was trying to do, Norman Osborn, and fight the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then they turned to, like, General Hospital, where Harry Osborn's girlfriend that was pregnant, it's like, who's the father, Norman Osborn or Harry Osborn? Which turned out to be Harry Osborn, which has two kids. He has Normie, and he has that kid. And then his wife had the Goblin formula, which she was called Menace. Then she was called, for some stupid reason, Grey Goblin, even though she wasn't a Grey Goblin. And then Queen Cat, which I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
Give like a black cat character. I don't know fucking why. So anyway, skip it because it gives me a headache. Just drop that. Other than that, tomorrow we are going to do the Bond cast. And all I'm going to say is someone will be returning for this. And that's all I'm going to say. And we're going to give it our best to make it worth your while and you guys enjoy it. Okay?
Yes.
And again, it's the overall importance of this situation is that the Bond franchise is very, very important to me. And it's more important to me to show why what they're doing wrong, and for me to put aside, things, and let's try to, like, voice our
opinions out.
So that's the most important thing, is voicing our opinion about the Bond thing and having everybody there that needs to show different sides of the coin or different things, whatever. Which will probably evolve into more Bonds casts, I'm sure, because other people want to get involved. We'll see. But stay tuned for that tomorrow. Right now it's tomorrow, but
yeah, it's tomorrow here too.
Stay tuned.
1:12 here with him. It's 12:12 here.
Yeah. So on July 18th at night, like we do, 10, 11, whatever, we will be doing our podcast. Yeah. There you go. And that's it. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.